Alright, Shalom family, Shalom.
Shalom.
Today I got a special guest with me, my brother Isaiah.
Peace and blessings, y'all.
Sorry if y'all hear any background noise. We are in the midst of public. Actually just got some food. Just actually got done working out. Wanted to bring this video to y'all today, just to share a story of how we came into the truth. Everybody has their own little story of how they came into the truth, and we wanted to share ours. I'm going to go ahead and go first, and then I'm going to get you to read a scripture, then I'm going to get you to go ahead and share your story. Alright, so as most people who follow the law of liberty, we woke up through Brother Matthias. Shout out to him. Big shout out to him. But I'm just going to tell y'all my little story of how I came into the truth and the bumps I had to go through, basically. So, I think it was about in 2019, I think the New Age movement on YouTube really started popping off. You had YouTubers like Spiritual So, just a lot of other spiritual YouTubers. And they were... Yeah, Von 2 Cut, he's another one. There's all these spiritual YouTubers who they... as the Bible, I forgot how the Bible words it, but I know it says something about how the devil uses he has like a slick tongue or something like that. I can't remember exactly the scripture. Maybe y'all can help me out in the comment section. I would appreciate that. I might be able to just look at it through my Blue Letter Bible after this video, but they have that slick talk and to make you think they know what they're talking about and stuff like that, but really, we were just lost, They were talking about Egyptology, chakras, meditation, focus on yourself, all this bullshit, man. Just straight confusion, man. And, they're saying how they've had a spiritual awakening doing this, how this is the best they've ever felt in their lives. It's just cold how the Most High, with most people, before you come into this truth, He lets you be conscious of, you being a spiritual being and stuff like that. But you don't wake up to, your true spiritual awakening until you come into the knowledge of who you truly are and where you come from. And we are Hebrew Israelites. That's what we are. And I'm going to get him to get that scripture, which I did get in the Discord today. If you want to just go ahead and get the scripture, it's Romans chapter 8 and verse 16.
8 and 16?
Yes, Romans 8 and 16. Go ahead and read that.
And it says, "The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the power."
Right, Khan. So, we were going through all that Egyptology shit, and we just know when we were exposed to this truth that this had to be the truth, It just all added up with our spirit, and it resonated with our spirit. That's how we know we are the children of the Most High. Because if you present this truth to a heathen, or if somebody from another nation, they're going to look at you like you're crazy. Like, oh, the chariots are the UFOs? Like, what? The Most High's name is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua? What? They're going to look at you like you're crazy. Like, where's that in the Bible? Because they're not spiritual. They don't... The Most High is blinding them from getting this truth because He only wants those who accepted His Son in their past lives, and that goes into being spiritual as well. You got to understand the concept of reincarnation, which I actually got that through, those spiritual YouTubers, the concept of reincarnation, which kind of made this truth make a lot of sense when I was exposed to it, because I know you remember watching Sodom, how he used to talk about the past lives and shit like that, but he really didn't know exactly. He just thought he knew what he was talking about when he said, I'm getting dreams about my past life, this and that. Just a bunch of bullshit and confusion. That's all it was set up for, was to confuse us. But luckily for us, once we were exposed to this truth, we accepted it, and we knew it was the truth. So I go through maybe about a year, I'd say. Not a whole year, maybe like 9 to 10 months, roughly, in that, stuff. And then um, this is the time that I was in college too. I remember at my dorm, I used to meditate and do all that dumb shit. I never got chakras. I believe, those are like maybe portals or something. I don't know what those shits really do. Like the not the chakras, but the crystals. Yeah, yeah, those crystals and burning sage, all that dumb shit, man. Um, just Lord, all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shah. I never really got too deep into it. Yeah, you know. So in the midst, maybe like just around this time last year, it was late May last year. Um, like I said, I was into that spiritual stuff. Um, you know, but I'm kind of forgetting stuff now. I'm kind of going too fast. Just a few months before I was awoken to this truth, I actually had an incident that caused me to turn my life around completely. I was caught smoking weed with, or I was caught driving high basically at college with, he was with me at the time, and then we had another friend who's a Japhite, which I really don't talk to him anymore like that, but that doesn't matter. But got caught smoking weed, got a DUI, and got arrested that same night. You know, it was just a big 360 for me. I believe it was just the Most High showing me like, hey, I'm trying to take you somewhere. I'm trying to get you out of this. So he put me in a situation that I thought was gonna like ruin my life, but ultimately it turned my life from the better, because once I was exposed to this truth through Brother Matthias just last year, um, when the truth really started making sense, and I know a lot of you guys can attest to this, is when, um, I don't remember exactly what video he broke down the curses of us being under the curses, but that really right there just made sense. And I want to get that one verse where it talks about the jail cell and how because that one was like, okay, this has to be the truth, because I just went through that similar situation. Um, it's in Deuteronomy 28. Okay, it's Deuteronomy 28 and 23. It says, and thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron. So that's going into a jail cell. We understand that the so-called Negroes and Latinos make up a lot of the incarceration rates here in America, spiritually Sodom and Egypt, pursuant to Revelation, the 11th chapter. So knowing all that, it just made a lot of sense, especially after me getting arrested. It was like, this makes so much sense. So I started watching Brother Matthias, and yeah, it really just changed my life completely. I haven't looked back. About 3 months in, this is important as well, y'all. About 3 months in, I kind of had a little bit of a doubt, because my brother was trying to put me back onto that spiritual shit, because he was trying to get into it as well, because he was watching people like Von Two Cut, Spiritual Cell. The younger ones were not. I'm talking about you older ones, probably not. But just watching those YouTubers, he was like, man, I want to get into that stuff or whatever. And then he had shown me another guy. I forgot his name. He was an ex pastor or whatever, and basically, he was trying to basically slick talk the way of saying like, why would God need to be worshipped and this and that. His name is Kevin Wesley. I don't know if you guys know him, but Kevin Wesley. He tried to put me on to what he was saying too, and he's bullshit. We understand he's bullshit as well. He's lost. He had to be one of those spirits that rejected Yahweh Shah, because I believe he believes in a higher power, but he doesn't accept the fact that Yahweh Shah even existed, and he calls him Jesus. So, hey, that's a problem there as well. So, about 3-4 months in, my brother tried to wean me off that. One night, I started, hey man, I'm not gonna. I was on my job talking to my brother. I was like, hey, maybe the Most High. I don't know. He's real, but maybe the shit I've been, dealing with is not, I was kind of confused, but the spirit, man, just kind of spoke to me and was like, there is absolutely no way with all the shit that you've learned can be fake. There's no way. There's no way. So I started watching Brother Matthias videos again. Um, there is one guy that I started watching again. His name was New Breed to the world over. He's a won't do it in a sense. He doesn't go to the church house, but he doesn't call on the name Yahushua or Christ. But he kind of broke down how all that Egyptology shit that these spiritual YouTubers were teaching were like basically bullshit, and that got me away from that. The Most High used him to get me back on track with Brother Matthias, and then ever since then, man, I haven't left watching Brother Matthias or anything he's been teaching. So all praises to the Most High, Yahweh. But that's my story. It's kind of all over the place, but hey, I'm still here in 2021, and man, we're rolling. Shout out to the Rod of Iron Hardline, man. We growing.
Big shouts out to that.
All right, you can tell your story now.
Honestly, yo, this is like I want to say like my going on about 2 months in this actual truth, but I was aware of being an Israelite probably earlier this year, because I was actually, well, if we're going to start from there, I might as well take it back a year. Just as Brother Isaiah said here, I was in that New Age spiritual movement as well. All that bullshit, sun gazing, meditating, trying to find crystals, this, that, chakras, this, that, and all that bullshit. But I kind of had to just go throughout my path and find out for my own self. And the Most High definitely put some trials and tribulations that I'm still currently dealing with to this day in front of me, but it was all for a greater good. And I'll just say I probably got into all that New Age and spiritual movement crap in sometime last year. We'll just guesstimate it March, April-ish, maybe around that time. But I stuck with that for a hot minute until honestly late December, because I had a huge incident that happened to me. I was just out here wilding and stuff, and I just got shown some visions and stuff. And after discussing them with a few people, and honestly was talking to him back in those days as well, and that's when he really showed me the Brother Matthias going towards the beginning of this year. And then ever since then, I've just really been sticking with it. Like I said, it's only been 2 months since I've been in this new truth. But when I got shown to the Pharisees, who actually showed me that I'm an Israelite, I accepted that I was an Israelite, but I didn't necessarily agree with everything that they were saying. And I don't know, it just never really felt right with me, and I just never really known why until I started talking more, and then doing some more research, and then finding out that it was about a whole different doctrine. And I said I couldn't do that shit. Fuck that. So I had to get onto this new truth, the actual truth, and I haven't looked back since. I'm just here to learn as much as I can, and I'm solemnly humbled to be in this truth. And, I feel like everyone is going to go through their whole kind of self-doubt about themselves and the Most High in their own ways, in their own lives. But I kind of always remind myself that there's always a reason why the Most High gave me this life, and He also woke me up for a reason. So I just gotta keep that in mind and keep on striving for the greater good. And like I said, I want to give big shouts out to the Rod of Iron Hardline. Shouts out to all the brothers. that I got to meet today in today's meeting, and I'm looking forward to running this shit up, man. Straight up, straight like that. Tired of all this bullshit going on, and just being in this truth is like a breath of fresh air. Literally, it's just relief and everything good in life. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm glad to be here. Most definitely.
Yeah. It's like when I swear, when I first watched Brother Matthias and he said, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, something in my spirit was like, you've heard that name before, you just don't remember. You just don't remember. It just automatically resonated. As soon as I heard that name, I was like, yeah, this is it. This has to be it.
Yeah.
You know, this has to be it. Just off the name alone, I was like, this has got to be it. You know, you don't hear anybody else preaching that name, you know? So, hey, we know who we are now, and hey, man, it truly is a blessing to be woke in these, hey, I think we've all kind of got edified by the Pharisees a little bit, but we just know the law of Moses bullshit is, it's bullshit. It's done away with, but they're blinded to that. One of them said before, beautiful yet dangerous times. I think that's the perfect way to put the times we're living in now. Is beautiful yet dangerous times. We are luckily on the side of mercy, but the world, everybody else outside this truth are on that dangerous side. They just don't know it yet. I mentioned it in some videos before, but the shit that's going on in Israel is coming to America. These Americans don't know it. They're going to force that booyah, and if you don't take it, you're going to be locked out of the system because they don't have any fucking money.
That's facts.
They don't have any fucking money. It's going straight to the 1/3, to the beneficiaries. It's going to us. Dude, all the world's wealth is going to us. So
I learned about the beneficiaries too, man, and like that whole segment, like those 4 to 5 videos, man. I was just like, how can someone hear this and be like, this doesn't make sense, but like this is exactly what's going on? Because I don't know, like it's just, I don't know. People are really, really blinded, man, and it's crazy. But I mean, yeah, like I said, you getting this truth, there ain't no going back, man.
Right. And he was mentioning something about Rico on Rod of Iron, man.
Hey, I ain't even know who he was. I was in the meeting today and everyone was just like, hey, fuck that Negro, Rico. Hey,
yeah.
I was just like, I don't even know who he is, but hey, fuck him.
Yeah, man. When I was going to make this point that when the Most High puts a dumb spirit on you, man, with like everybody else that's outside of this truth, like he puts a dumb spirit on you, he's gonna make absolute sure that this shit does not make sense to you. This is why we are extremely blessed, to get this truth, man. Because, hey, we're really a part of that new world elite class, but the righteous world elite class, you know what I'm saying? Because we're going to be ruling. And these people don't know it, of course, but hey, only time's going to tell, and the Most High, he's going to spring forth that judgment, and hey, once the 144 is sealed, once the elect sealed, hey, that's it. This place is finished. This place is already finished. It just seems like life is normal right now, but nah, it's not. When we see it, it's not going back to normal. So
I see right through all these shenanigans, man, for real.
Yup, it's the Most High opened up our spiritual eye, man. So it's mercy. It really is mercy to see what's going on right now. That's all it is. Lord willing, you guys are edified. Just a quick impromptu video of how we came into the truth. Probably going to do some more videos with him. Probably going to do some videos where he reads reads scriptures, and I just break them down for y'all, and y'all get edified like that, But y'all still see me solo dolo at my crib or in my car, edifying you guys. But yeah, Lord, when you guys are edified, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua. All praises due. And I'll see you on the next one. Shalom.
Peace and